It was a cold, stormy night. Rain lashed against the windows of the small hospital. Inside, Dr. Lewis, a young doctor, was on duty. He was tired but kept his spirits high. An ambulance arrived, its siren wailing. An elderly woman, Mrs. Peterson, was rushed in. Her worried grandson David accompanied her. Mrs. Peterson had severe diabetes. Dr. Lewis examined her.
She needs insulin immediately. I'll get it right away.
David, a young man with kind eyes, looked distressed.
Doctor, I'll go get it. My grandmother needs it urgently.
Dr. Lewis was surprised. David and Mrs. Peterson were not related. He had overheard them talking earlier. They were strangers who met at the bus stop. Dr. Lewis learned that David had missed his bus while helping Mrs. Peterson. He felt a surge of respect for this kind young man.
The pharmacy is a few blocks away, down Elm Street.
Thank you, Doctor.
David said, grabbing his coat and rushing out into the storm. Dr. Lewis watched him go, feeling a sense of warmth despite the cold. David ran through the pouring rain. He had never felt so helpless. He needed to reach the pharmacy quickly. Mrs. Peterson's life depended on it. As he ran, he thought about his own worries. He had an important job interview in the morning. He couldn't afford any delays, but right now, Mrs. Peterson's well-being was all that mattered. David finally reached the pharmacy, drenched and breathless. He explained the situation, his voice filled with urgency. The pharmacist was a kind man. He understood the situation and quickly gathered the insulin.
Here you go, young man. Good luck.
As David waited, he noticed a flyer on the notice board. It was about a job opening, a job that seemed perfect for him. It was at a prestigious company offering a great salary and benefits, and it was located in his city. He read the flyer twice, his heart pounding. This felt like a miracle. He had been searching for a similar opportunity for months. David returned to the hospital with the insulin. Dr. Lewis administered it to Mrs. Peterson. Her condition stabilized. Relief washed over David. He had helped save her life. He thanked Dr. Lewis and turned to leave.
Wait, I saw the pharmacy you went to is hiring.
David looked at him surprised.
Sometimes kindness has a way of coming back to us.
David realized the truth in Dr. Lewis's words. His act of kindness, helping a stranger, had led him to an unexpected opportunity. He left the hospital that night, the storm subsided, and a new hope blossoming in his heart. He had learned that kindness, like a boomerang, often returns with unexpected rewards.